In another major story tonight, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed the papers that officially took Crimea from Ukraine. Most Crimeans are ethnic Russians, and they celebrated with fireworks. Much of eastern Ukraine also favors Russia, and there is concern that Putin might try to expand his conquest. The Russians have been massing troops near the Ukrainian border. David Martin is following this from the Pentagon. David?
Scott, the Russians say they have no intention of invading Ukraine, but they are continuing a buildup of troops that would allow them to launch an invasion with little or no warning. There are now more than 20,000 Russian troops positioned along Ukraine's eastern frontier, equipped with tanks, artillery, and aircraft, and staged in areas 30 to 120 miles back from the border. Behind them are stockpiles of fuel, spare parts, and ammunition. In all, there are about twice as many troops as were supposed to have taken part in what the Russians are officially calling an exercise. National Security Advisor Susan Rice clearly is not taking their word for it.
The Russians have stated that they are intending military exercises, obviously given their past practice and the gap between what they have said and what they have done. We are watching it with skepticism.
The Ukrainians are erecting rudimentary defenses, but they have not transferred significant number of troops to the border and would have little chance of stopping or even slowing the Russians.
David, thank you. Now, please note that Bob Schieffer will have the latest on the crisis in Ukraine this Sunday on Face the Nation, and Bob's guests will include former Republican presidential nominee Mitt Romney.